So my rule of taking pen marks off before you bring it in helps you when you're going to clean things up. And we use acetone, and I don't like pen marks at all. So I like to wipe everything down. And even if somebody's wiping it down for me, I still wipe it down. I like it nice and pretty before I start. I don't like a mess. That's tough as junk. So most people have their own technique and things. I cut my tip at a little bit of an angle, and I also bend it in that angle, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And I don't like to puddle the caulk. I like it to be in the groove. I don't like to make a lot of extra. I want it to kind of look like when I'm going to tool it. A lot of the guys use the spray bottles, and that's a dirty word around me. But I like to do the top of the shampoo shelf only, because if you do the underneath of it at the same time, you'll go to tool it on the top and air bubbles will come up through the bottom, which is kind of a stupid thing. But anyway, but boom, go, stop. Go a little bit, stop. I put too much on here, I'm sorry, but that was just trying to have a good example. Let's see here, you've got this tool. Take a thumbnail or a fingernail and pull that back a little bit. A couple more little swipes like this. Maybe another tool up here just to make your line look nice. And then a long stretch for that stretch to make it flat. Then we're going to do the same thing on the shampoo shelf. But I'm going to take my thumbnail and I'm going to pull this down so it's not as high. And then I'm going to push that back into it. I'm going to do it one more time. And then I'm going to tool it in. And we're done. Okay, so I'm still going to do my tip in the corner. It makes it hard when you got this. You should be using translucent, but I'm going to go a little faster. But I like I say, I like it to look like my finish when I start. So we're going to go underneath our shampoo shelf. Corners are the tough thing. You get one try. You push your finger in the corner and go the directions, and then you hopefully it's away from there a little ways, and then you can just smear it. But we'll go over a lot of silicone while you're here in the shop with us and in the field as well. But I think people either put too much pressure when they're siliconing, when they're doing it, and it just splooges everywhere. I don't like it to splooge everywhere. Like I say, I like a bead that just looks like a finished product when you start it. But like I said, I don't like to put a lot of extra caulk on things. Just take your time, because this is the most important part of your job. You can have the best cuts in the world, and if your caulking sucks, you're going to get a call back. But then you got to try to fix it, which is a nightmare. So I'm going to go a little ways. I'm going to wipe my finger. A little ways of wipe. Little ways of wipe. And I've got a little bit poking out right here, and I can take my fingernail and pull it back to get it with the flow of everything. And then I'm going to do one wet finger swipe down the whole thing to where it's all nice and even. And that's a done deal. Same procedure, you know, we've cut this bottom pretty tight, and you can just go. I didn't get my outage or my bottom dip as good as I would like to have. But it's the same procedure. Go, stop. Go and stop, because you don't want to have tons extra hanging out. Go and stop. And then the long wet finger for the whole length of it. And that that guy's done. We're going to fill in this little seam. Just want it to be sealed up, make the homeowner happy.